it's fascinating how you went from the spray tan business to now working with other businesses to help them do what you were able to do in that business in order to get better results. I mean, you said it, a lot of people right now are in the weeds of their business. They're getting results, but they can't fully focus on the most important activities, which is like what you said, helping your clients, enrolling new clients, focusing on the product itself, making it even better. And the reason you were so ahead is because you were focused on making the product better, innovating, creating your own formulas, while the other businesses were focused on all the other things because they weren't putting these operating procedures into place. But a lot of people, they don't know these things. I mean, a lot of people think that they have to continuously be doing all of the mundane tasks of the business. What inspired you to actually start writing down these different procedures? And sure, I mean, you started writing down the procedures, making it as simple as if you were telling an alien how to do it. But like, what was the vision in your mind when you began doing that, and where did that lead you?
So this is where I got to give a shout out to Mrs. Anna Phillips. Anna Phillips is the founder and owner of the Lash Lounge. If you're in North America, there are an eyelash extension specialist, and I just happened to be her neighbor. I was a 20-year-old punk kid starting out in business, and my neighbor was Mrs. Anna Phillips. And like, if you're in the beauty industry, like, you know who she is. She's a big deal. She owns the freaking Lash Lounge, and she was like 72 months pregnant when I met her, and like, I just had the courage to walk up to her and say, hey, I'm new in business. I'm young. Can I shadow you for like a day? Can I just, be a fly in the wall on what you're doing? And she happened to be franchising her business at that exact time. She was literally walking in to start the documentation process of her business. She had 3 successful locations already. And she was like, I'm expanding this through franchising, and I need to put my business in a box. And she had this like binder, and she was just writing down everything. How to open, how to close, how to clean, how to check out a customer, how to apply the eyelash extensions, all this stuff. And I'm just like, holy moly. And so like, to me, being so young, I just realized, oh, well, that's how all successful businesses are. Cool, perfect. But looking back now, like that was a once in a lifetime opportunity that, like, that was awesome. And then I remember after I shadowed her, I asked her, a bunch of questions on why she did stuff. One of the things that really stuck out to me was because, going to your point, why do entrepreneurs, especially small business owners, think they need to do this? It's because they act in their ego. They're like, I need to be the person to do the spray tans. I've done it in almost every one of my businesses. In my spray tan business, I did it for like 2 weeks, and I'm like, okay, I don't need to be doing this. Then I did it in my real estate business, where I was doing CMAs, comparative market analysis, or comps. If you're a realtor going to sell a house, if I'm going to sell your house, Brandon, I go over to your house and I'm like, hey, these are the 3, apples to apples comparison, and we think your house could sell for this. Okay, that process to do it right takes about 4 to 6 hours. And in my mind, in my ego, really, I was like, nobody can do this better than me because I'm the best realtor and nobody knows anything about this. And then I realized, okay, talk to an alien, walk an alien through this. And so I wrote that process down, and then I gave it to somebody offshore for an unbeatable rate versus hiring somebody in America. And they were doing those for me. So I was able to go out and meet more homeowners and do more listing presentations to scale my real estate business because I took my ego out of the process. And so going back to what Mrs. Anna Phillips from the Lash Lounge, the founder of the Lash Lounge, said, I asked her from my ego, I was like, oh, this will allow you to be the CEO of all these awesome, locations and franchises, and you get a big CEO salary. And she looked at me and she says, Frank, I don't want to run this company. Frank, I want to have so much money that I can hire a professional CEO. And I'm just like, mind blown. And so we're going to talk about my books here in a bit, but my next book that I'm writing is called CEO Money, based on that conversation and how I've taken that journey freaking 16 years now down the rabbit hole. And so it just blew my mind. And I'm very happy to say about 5 years ago, it's 2022 now, about 5 years ago, she did. It took her about 8-9 years to get a professional CEO, but she finally got one. And I was just so proud of her because I was there when she started that process. And I know it was just a lot of hard work on her end. So again, big shout out to Mrs. Anna Phillips from the Lash Lounge. She doesn't know any content. She probably doesn't even know that I'm talking about her right now, but she's made such an impact on my life that I hopefully that has shared, at least expanded your vision